Hello again, Facebook family. So I'm on a roll here and I'm making some treats that don't have any gluten and don't have any sugar. Um, when I say I'm on a roll, it's that just a little bit of quick review is that I was in the hospital twice in the last 3 months for enterocolitis, which is inflammation of the small intestine and the large intestine. It's not caused by a bacteria. There was no infection markers in my blood. There was only inflammation markers. So they were kind of baffled. The body was acting with high fevers as though it had an infection. But there was nothing that showed up in the blood. So anyway, that's just a little bit of history that about my recent history that has led me to start making health videos just to provide some inspiration and some support to people that might be dealing with the same things that I'm dealing with. So I'm no expert, but my last video was on the supplements that I'm taking to support the gut health, because it's really important to get that under control. You know, when you have inflammation of the small and the large intestine, you have high fevers, you don't digest your food well, it's hard to eat. You know, the small intestine has a little cilia which absorb nutrients, so you want to keep that in good shape. And of course the colon, just our intestines are such a big player in how we feel, how we absorb our nutrients, how much energy we have, and just how, you know, we feel overall. So it's just obviously really important, and there's a lot of things that aren't that great for our gut that we put in there. So I'm just educating myself, and despite being organic and gluten-free and sugar-free for like 20 years, I still had this problem. So hopefully my videos will help some of you out there. So this thing I'm making today is like a little, I call it a bliss ball. It's just a little cookie treat thing that's, you don't bake. And it has high fiber and high protein, sweetened with honey or xylitol. And it can be made with a lot of different variety of things. So I'm going to show you the variety I'm making today, which is just going to be a vanilla, I think a chocolate vanilla rum ball. Or if you don't want to put any alcohol in it, and I don't drink personally, but I just like my grandma's rum balls, and her rum cake was so good. So I remember that, and it's fun to try. So here we go. So right now I don't have a good setup for making videos yet, but I will get a tripod. This right here is German whey powder from proteinfactory.com. It's just a whey powder. That is some maca that I put in there, maca root. So this is just a whey powder. It comes from milk, has a lot of protein in it, and that is the base of these bliss balls. It's really awkward down here. So the next thing that I put in is coconut manna, and it's just coconut butter. So it's coconut oil and the meat of the coconut together. So it gives it an unctuousness. So we're going to put some of that in here. I'm not really measuring too much these days. I've never been a cook that measures. I just kind of go by feel and by taste, which probably doesn't work for some people. But vanilla, which makes everything taste good, I guess, if you like vanilla. So are we going to sweeten it with xylitol, which comes from birch bark or corn cobs, and it's just boiled down and down, and it becomes one molecule different than actual sugar, so it doesn't actually absorb into your system. So it's good for diabetics and anyone who has a hard time with sugar. It can cause a little bit of looseness in your elimination if you eat too much. But I personally really like this stuff, and it tastes just like sugar. It's great in, you know, if you do coffee. It's great in birthday cake, whipped cream. I've made a whole cake with this stuff. And then there's the option of raw honey. I think today I'm going to do the xylitol. So I'm just going to put some of that in here. Kind of just go by look and feel. Chocolate powder. This is raw cacao powder. Just gonna kind of dump some in. going to do a little pinch of cardamom. I'm not sure if everyone would like that, but I personally like cardamom. And I made this first version of these the other day without any chocolate, just with the cardamom and the vanilla, and they were really, really good. Okay, and I bought this bottle to make a rum cake last holiday season, and I never did it. So, in the spirit of my Grandma Garner, I'm going to add a little bit of that. Not enough to, you know, negatively affect one's gut or one's, I don't know. It's just such an insignificant amount of alcohol that I feel like it's still healthy. Stirring, stirring, stirring. I'm gonna have to stand up for a minute here. So then with clean hands, I guess I should clean my hands. You just can kind of knead it like bread. The consistency is really kind of cool. It's kind of like Play-Doh. So you just get in here. Actually, the honey is really helpful because it provides some stickiness. So I think we should do a little bit of honey. Let's see. And a spoon. Raw honey is so good for us for so many reasons, which I can't really explain, but there we go. So you just kind of knead that into there, and it helps glue these balls together. So the coconut is a high fiber food, so you get good fiber in this, as well as good healthy fats with the coconut oil, and the protein powder, of course, gives you good protein. And if you're vegetarian or vegan, that's hard to get sometimes. All right, looks like it needs a little more of something. Take a little more of this. And you can just add coconut oil if it seems too dry. Oh yeah, that's helping. So it kind of feels like a cookie batter or like Play-Doh, but you don't bake it. So this is what they look like in the end. I think this one needs a little bit of coconut oil, but it's probably still going to taste okay. And for those of you that are huge chocolate lovers, you can make a chocolate sauce and dip them in that, and then they're sort of coated in chocolate. So here they are. That's the little chocolate vanilla bliss ball. Let's give it a taste. It's sweet enough. Chocolate lovers will need more chocolate powder than that. But they're tasty and they're healthy. Thanks for watching, and feel free to look me up, Deborah Del Debbio, on Facebook. Have a wonderful day.